So it's obviously no secret that Citizen have been absolutely smashing it for some time now. What they've brought to the table for the affordable watch category in recent years especially has been nothing short of exceptional, and today's watch is no exception. This right here is their latest addition to their Forza Super Titanium line, and it's an absolute banger. Let's jump in. Now, this series, officially known as the NJ0180, first released with 4 models, including a cool blue, a kinda teal green, a Tiffany-esque turquoise, and my pick of the bunch, this white dialed beauty. As mentioned, these watches come straight out of Citizen's new Forza Super Titanium line, which also included 2 quartz options, with an EcoDrive 3-handed 39mm timepiece as well as a 42mm chronograph. Both great looking and very strong options indeed. However, the standout for me was this automatic small seconds model, which in my opinion not only surpasses the others in this series, but also blows many other watches in the market right out of the water. Let's kick off with its price. Now, all models within the NJ0180 line have a retail price of a rather remarkable €429, £499 in the UK and around $625 in the US, which does of course differ between each region, but I wouldn't focus on that too much. With a bit of shopping around, there's a very strong chance you'll pick them up even cheaper in your area. What's important to note here is that even at the retail price, this is incredible value for money. Let's get into all the reasons why, shall we? First up, construction. I feel like now is a good time to acknowledge that Citizen's pioneering use of titanium began way back in 1970, and in fact, they were the very first to commercialise a titanium timepiece. Titanium is well known for being significantly tougher, yet much lighter than the likes of stainless steel, which, as we know, offers a whole lot to the world of watches. And that's all well and good, but what does it mean when titanium is super? Well, this refers to Citizen's trademark proprietary material, which they claim is 5 times harder and about 40% lighter than stainless steel, while also being scratch and rust resistant thanks to their Duratec surface hardening technology. So yeah, pretty impressive. Utilising all that, this watch comes in a tonneau-shaped case, featuring predominantly brushed finishes with polished chamfers, as well as a polished round and raised bezel. Titanium being used here also means we get this very cool gunmetal grey colour as opposed to the brighter hue of stainless steel. These finishes then seamlessly continue all the way down its integrated bracelet, which starts at 23mm wide and tapers down to 20 as it meets its fold-over stamped clasp, which offers push buttons either side for quick release. We've got a push-down crown at 3 o'clock, which supports the watch's 100 meters of water resistance and offers a real user-friendly operation. Winding it forward in place will give it some power, pulling it out to its first position and backwards will allow you to set the date, and pulling it all the way out to its second will allow you to set the time. Once set, push it right back down and away you go. Now then, the part I've been most excited to talk about, one of the many highlights of this timepiece, but arguably the main event, its glorious dial. Staring right through that sapphire crystal, here we have a simply wonderfully textured white dial, which could also be classed as silver to be fair. I mean, look at that. The finishing here is just beaut, and emphasised even more as we move it in the light. You may have already seen comparisons to the likes of Grand Seiko, and they're completely warranted. Pretty mental for a timepiece that's quite literally a fraction of the price. I can only imagine the coloured models absolutely pop, especially the turquoise. But I chose this one as I feel like it still offers that fresh look while also being the most versatile of the lot. Anyway, all models within this line feature a nice and easy to read minute track around the outside, with the blue and green featuring black rings that offer another dimension, while the others, including this one, feature a continuation of their dial colour. Again, personal preference, but I just liked how this gave the watch an overall more open look and feel. Moving in a little, we then have the watch's applied hour markers as well as their sword-like hour and minute hands, which all have lume applied and present this real nice baby blue colour. The hands beam brightly while the markers a little less so, however still incredibly legible in all lighting conditions. Over at 3 o'clock we have a nicely framed date window with black text on a white backdrop, again seamlessly blending in with the dial. Neighbouring this is the small second sub-dial, matching in colour of course but featuring a cleverly contrasting finish making it easy to read once again. I love how this is slightly offset too. I'm sure loads would have preferred this direct at 6, but I'm all for things being a bit different here. Rounding things off, we have the brand name proudly displayed at 12, and at around 8:30 the words automatic and titanium just in case you forgot. But yeah, what a dial. I could speak about this for ages, probably already have. We should move on. Flipping this watch around, we have an exhibition case back, which for me is always good to see. Looking through its mineral glass this time, we get the opportunity to see right into the watch's caliber 8213 movement, which beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, has 21 joules and offers up to 40 hours of power reserve. In terms of dimensions, the NJ0180 comes in at 40.5mm in width, 46 in length, and is just a smidge over 11mm thick, weighing approximately 99 grams on arrival. The light weight of titanium always takes a little while for me to get used to, but pretty swiftly, once sized right and locked in, this feels like a watch that could genuinely go anywhere with you. A GADA, I believe they call it. Now, of course, we can't exactly ignore that there are other competitively priced integrated sports watches out there, a few of which have already featured on the channel. Here we have the incredibly popular Tissot PRX, the quartz version, as well as, of course, Citizen's very own automatic Soyosa, which I'm also a big fan of. All priced at sub £500, I'm going to say dollars as well, as you'll no doubt find this one for that. There's certainly a lot of similarities between them all, and it's probably a close call in terms of aesthetics. As always, that largely comes down to personal preference. Specs, however, this is head and shoulders above, and that could well be due to advancements in technology since their release, as well as the competitive nature of the watch market as time's gone on. It's just mad what can be achieved at this price point nowadays, and what's more exciting is that it's only going to get better. While there might be a few areas of this watch that could be improved, I'm thinking about the clasp. I mean, just imagine if they used the butterfly of the PRX as opposed to this fold over stamped one. Plus, the lume on the hour markers could be a bit brighter if I'm being super picky, but let's be real, this is exceptional value for money. It's great looking and fantastically finished, super versatile, incredibly durable, comfortable, and all the rest of it. Just so good. And what's better is that this is a permanent collection for Citizen, so you should have no trouble picking one up. And as I've mentioned now numerous times, you'll no doubt find it for an even better price. As you can tell, I'm obviously a big fan, but I'd love to know what you think. Are you liking these? Have you picked one up already? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you there. Man, this watch is going to be very difficult to beat for its price point, but I'm looking forward to seeing someone try. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.